Hello and welcome back. So today we're taking a look at the T34. But not just one T34, we're looking at three of them. That's right, we got Lieutenant, Tomahawk, and myself all in a platoon of T34s in a Tier 8 high match. And not just any Tier 8 high match, but we are the Tier 8s. It's kind of interesting. So really in this platoon, especially when you have tanks that have very good turret armor or very good mobility, either one of those two, I always like to go to the A0 corner on Swamp. I find that location, if you're going to attack the enemy and try to take out a lot of their forces, what's going to happen is most of their heavy tanks are going to go to the 1 through 3 line. Some of them are going to be on the mid-ridge around D5, D6. So what's going to happen is a lot of their faster tanks, or mobile tanks, are going to go to the A0 corner and fight it out there. Well, the three of us, with our ridiculous guns and ridiculous armor, will be able to stop them completely. And it won't really be a problem. And that's why all three of us are going that direction. Oh my god, this HD model on this thing just looks great. Captain America. But anyways, this replay is really all about how to work as a platoon. This is kind of a great example of how a platoon should communicate, how we all should work together. And that's really one of the biggest goals here. So anyways, we're kind of driving up. We see there's a T-37 up there, so we know there's a scout. And, yep, our Bulldog got wrecked, not surprisingly. They got an Object 416. We're already seeing they got a few guys up there. Now look to the left. There's usually always something over there. Remember, this whole time we're all communicating about where we're looking, about what kind of tanks we're looking at. Notice on the map right now, you got to the south, you got a bunch of our guys playing very defensively. Thus, that means we have a large group here, a sizable group, so we got to be offensive. And oh look, there's a Panther too. Fire on the move. I'd rather get the position. Tomahawk's willing to trade a shot with this guy. Tomahawk's going to shoot him. He'll do 439. The Panther will shoot him for a couple hundred. Big whoop. That's a nice trade. Type 64, move out of the way, please. So we're all going to get on the backside of this ridge up here. And that's where these guys are going to realize that, well, they're going to be completely outgunned here. And this is exactly how you should be playing the T-34s. Get to positions like these where you can hold and you can slowly press the enemy. So, mind you, I have a 3-skill crew on this thing. That gun is that good. 398 damage. No problem. Now, mind you, this gun does 400 alpha damage. It has roughly, I think, 248 pen on the standard rounds, which is... Now, look at the map right now. We're about to get flanked by at least one of them. Looks like the Panther 2 and the Type 59 will come up behind. We got a bunch of guys in front. We're technically surrounded. And here's the thing. The enemy could have killed us right here. They could have done a lot more. But watch what they end up doing. First of all, there's the object. Someone tracks him. Thank you to the Scorpion that tracks him. We get him. And that T-37 is just... yeah. Thank you, Tomahawk. And Lieutenant's up front right now. He's covering us. And he's attacking these guys. We got an SU-122. We've got a Super P on the left over there. And then right here, it looks like... I can't tell the other tank destroyer right now. But anyways, the whole point is that Super P pulls up. I don't really have to aim that much. As long as I hit him, I'm going to go through. It's a bit of one of those, you know what you're doing kind of things. If you play enough games in this thing, you'll understand when you have to aim and when you don't. Just all about experience. And another shot into the Super P. Completely misses. It happens. Bounce off him. Notice that this whole time... oh, here we go. Now there's that flank coming on. Now we realize there's more behind us than in front, and so we all just move forward. Now, I missed this shot on the... yep, it just doesn't. That's the thing with the T-34. Now, here's something for everybody to learn right here. You don't have to shoot him to kill him. You can always just ram him. If he's on low health, why not ram? And then I push out in the Super P. What I do with the T-34, if you notice, I wait till it just starts to aim when that bloom circle comes in, and then I fire. Now, look at where the map is right now. Our allies in the center are surrounded by the guys in the north up there that are right behind us, and then in the south there's quite a few. So we have to turn around and engage these guys. But now we can basically have a fight in one direction. We don't have to worry about being flanked and being outnumbered. So, we just start pummeling these guys. Now look at us. All three of us are turned the same way. We're all looking the same way. We're coordinating targets. We're firing. Playing our tanks correctly. This is exactly what you should be doing in platoons. This is why I really stress when you're platooning, you have tanks that can work together. And a group of T-34s are very strong. I highly recommend this platoon. The whole night that we were playing these, we were doing really well. We won, I think, basically every game, if not almost all. I think we played like 8 games in this group. And Lieutenant's going to just beat me to it. So at this point, you got 3 guys there. Let's look at the map here for a second. 3 guys up there. And look at the scores. We're down a little bit. We got an IS-6, bunch of T-34s, Yag Panther Type 64 VK. They have a T-34, T-34-3, Type 59, KV-3. They have a bunch of pretty good Tier 7s and 6s also. So, just by sheer numbers, we're a bit outmatched right here. We're a little bit outgunned. That's okay, we can work around it. Now, most of the enemies are basically clumped into those 2 locations, meaning just to the south of us, and then around H through K, 1 through 3. So, we have to annihilate these guys first, and then we'll go down south to help our buddies. Now, those 2 are going to go that way. We noticed that those mediums that were just to the south of us, they might try to flank around this way. So, since I have a lot of health, I'll go this way. Tomahawk and Lieutenant will go that way. We'll try and surround these guys. I'm taking it slow, because I don't want them to get shots in my hull. And it looks like they're not here. And, oh, the Type 59 spotted way down there in the center of the map. So I move forward. And I kind of screwed this up. I could have just stayed right here. But instead, I moved forward, and thus there goes the aim. So if I hadn't have done that, watch what happens. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah, what'd you expect? It missed. But anyways, now it's 8 to 8. I'm going to speed it up a little bit here. Let's look at the map for a second now that the battle's progressing. Okay, so we're going to lose our Yag Panther because he's surrounded. We got to annihilate those guys. And they look at there's an IS-6 and a VK. Yeah, we're pretty much going to lose some guys here. No matter what we do here. But we got to get in and get this group out first and then grab the next group. Alright, it's 10 to 10. It's just kind of a lot of travel with the T-34. That's one of the things with the T-34. It's not a fast tank. It's not German heavy tank slow, but it's not that good either. Alright, so we're getting up here. Slowly getting closer. And, well, I'm going to get a pretty interesting shot right over here. This kind of makes me laugh every time I watch it. So, aiming at the Type 59, I'm going to put this in half speed, so you guys can see what happens. This is why sometimes you can't trust the outlines. Made the shot, and set him on fire, and killed him. That's why it's worth it to shoot at the engine decks of tanks, and that's why sometimes it's worth just taking the shot. If you know he's going to run away anyway, you got nothing to lose by taking the shot. Now let's look at back at the map. So we got the IS-6 surrounded by T-25-2, the T-34, and an SU-100. He's going to die. And look at how many kills we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's Tomahawk needs 2 more kills, so we get 9 kills for the platoon. And well, this is what I talk about coordinating. Yep, see now I'm pointing at it. This is what I talk about when I say coordinate with your platoon mates. I'm a big fan of trying to share the kills with the platoon mates so we can all get roughly same experience because we're all doing roughly the same amount of work. And, well, also you get the medals too. So, why not? We're going to advance up here. Or just trundle along slowly, walk along. And notice where the enemy's tanks are at health-wise. T-25-2. He's a high roll, 1 shot, but we're going to let Tomahawk hit him. Lieutenant and I are going to work on this other T-34 that's straight ahead. And, of course, he rolls low. Because of all the tanks. That's okay, he ain't looking at us anyway. We're both going to hit this T-34. I don't mind taking a hit. And guess what? We're going to give both of these kills to Tomahawk. We're going to take him. He's going to work around behind. He's going to grab the T-34. I take it from the SU-100. Whoopie dang. I still got 600 health left. I'm not all that concerned. Take another hit. Big whoop. He's firing HE at me. I'm not concerned. Takes Tomahawk a little bit to get around this guy, but once he does, bang. So now all 3 of us are going to scramble to try and get the SU-100. And quite frankly, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not going to make it in time. It's really between Lieutenant and Tomahawk. Because I'm way behind Lieutenant on this one. But anyways, this battle really showcases why you have to work as a platoon, coordinate your targets, and really go to the places that are very advantageous. If we had gone through the 1 through 3 line with the T-34s, yes, we might have killed just as many of them. But it was far more important that we shut down the A0 corner. And I just like to look at this game sometimes. This game just looks great. But anyways, we really had to shut them down at the A0 corner. And that's exactly what we did with these T-34s. We used these T-34s effectively, we used them properly, and they netted us a butt ton of cash and a butt ton of experience, as you can see on the screen. So, when I say about platooning, make sure you platoon with tanks that really work together well. And, well, these did. That's why this is a premium tank that I really do recommend. One of the only non-preferential tier 8 tanks that I recommend fully. But anyways, I would like to say thank you all for watching. Let me know down in the comments below if you like it, you dislike it, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And thank you all for watching, and I shall catch you next time. God, I just... this game just looks great sometimes, doesn't it? Just looks fantastic.